Howdy ho, neighbourinos. It's been a week since this went in here, and it's time to reveal whatever's in this pot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, you can see what I can see, and what I can see is a lot of resin. Now that is either a good thing or a bad thing. You can see where the resin was. It was there, and it went down to, obviously, there. Yeah. So, how far do we think that resin went through? I've never had this problem before. Okay, good. I guess the only thing to do is take it out.
It is.
And see.
At 80 psi, that should have rammed that all the way down.
I mean, you'd have thought so, but how much resin? Lots is still on the top. I mean, if we look on the side, there's like one bit of oak, a bit of parquet flooring, another bit of oak, and then whatever's on the bottom. So maybe it's done its job, and we'll have that lovely black resin base that we were banging on about. I'm gonna try and get this out of here now. That's gonna be a fun job. Don't want to donk it too much.
You might have to reshape that bit.
That's gonna have to be reshaped. Oh well.
Ooh.
That's the power of 80 psi, folks. That epoxy has done its job. I'm a happy man. Look at the size of it. That's probably the biggest resin blank I've ever made. Same about that bit. Never mind. Odd. You're in for a treat with this one, folks. You really are, because that's going to be spectacular. Alrighty, folks. How are you getting on? We're going to be doing this today. About bloody time. Right, obviously, you know what my old workshop looks like. It looks like this. It's a little pokey dingy place. So, let me show you this. You're going to like this, folks. What do you think to this, YouTube? It's not finished yet. It's going to be a wall here. And my lathe is going to be going here. And this is all going to be YouTube wood turning heaven. All the lights, all the things that are good. That machine. Yeah, anyway, just thought I'd show you that. Should we do some wood turning then? Yeah, good. Alrighty then, I've got it as, you know, centered as I reasonably can, which is, let's be honest, not very centered, and everything about this blank is off center at the moment. So I will be using this magical device, which I believe is called a tailstock, which you very rarely see me use. So we're going to be using that today, at least for a little bit, until I get this the back end of this sorted. There's very little I can do about the centering. It's done. So we're just going to turn this to round and see what we end up with, folks. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I've walked away, went and had my lunch, and I'm looking at this in the middle and whether I want that there or not. And I'm thinking, it's really difficult, because it's not quite level. I really want that bottom peak there to be on the oak. So I'm going to have one go at getting that bottom peak to sit on the oak and see whether it looks good or not, because it's quite a long way out on that side. You see it's almost in the centre, and that side it's almost on the oak, which is kind of what I want it to look like. It may be that I end up turning that back to flat and just continue this curve and make it one smooth thing. Let me know what you think. Don't know. I don't want to take too much out. I want it to be a fairly chunky piece. Oh, let's see. I think I like that better. Alright, so I've took the lumpy bit off, and I do like that better. I like it a lot better, in fact. So, the next job, what we do have to do and stuff, is sand it up, I guess. Sand it up? Yeah, probably. Also, doing that has made life a lot easier for sanding, which is always a good thing. The joys, the joys. Alright, this is my homemade sanding pasty waxy stuff, made from loads of stuff that I can't remember, and some grit. And so we're going to see if we can't put a relatively decent finish on this. Brad's workbench stuff is turning up, I don't know, some point in the next month, depending on how shipping goes. So it'll be interesting to compare. Right, let's get on with it. Right, I should probably tell you, I went to 600 grit with the little pads before I applied that. It looks alright, doesn't it? Looks alright. I'll get some paper and just pull the excess off. Alrighty, now I've got some more light on the matter. Don't know if you can see on camera. There's quite a few fine scratches in it, so I'm going to go back to 400 grit, see if I can't make it a bit better. That's a nice pattern. Right, I just had another go at it. Now that's a lot better. I'll get a bit of dry here. You can see that's pretty good now. Even with the light on, I'll be happy with that. Let's do the middle. We're getting there. Wow. Obviously a little bit of work needed. Yeah. I think that's a good enough place to leave it for today. Amazing what a bit of finish can do. Okay, I lied. I didn't stop. I just put a bit of shine juice on just to see what it would look like. And lordy. I'm liking that. Interesting, huh? Morning. It's the start of the second day of turning on this cake stand. God, it's bright what we are making. I'm about to turn it round and reveal the wonderful pattern on the front side of it. That's the plan. Alright, check that out. That's not a bad mortise, is it? One of my better ones for sure. Well, in the cold light of day, there's a few scratches on this, so I'm going to refinish that a bit later on, but it's time to work on the star of the show, quite literally, which is the front face of this beast. And I've gone straight in at 1400 RPM, and it's nicely centered, which is makes a change, right? So let's get on with it. I've just got a couple of high spots here and here. I'm going to take them out, and then it's time for sanding. Right, I've gone up to 2000 grit. I might have missed a couple here and there. It's time for sanding paste.
Look at that.
That looks a bit different now, doesn't it,
Don't
mate?
it just? Oh,
I still need some.
yeah, you need
new,
a new blue
new
roll.
paper.
Get some
Tap.
blue.
Right, we're up to 2000 grit. It's been sanded and pasted. I've redone a bit of this. There's a few little scratches in this base part, but they're part of it now. So it's time for shine juice. Your favourite bit. Time for shine juice. Ow. So for shine juice, obviously, we've got to speed it back up to 1,000,000 RPM.
1,000,000.
Yeah. It's actually 1,400 RPM. Because you need, obviously, friction, because it is a friction polish. So, yeah, shine juice time. Let's just hope it doesn't fly off. That'd be annoying. That's fine. Oh, my face. Just a bit of dust on there. What do we think, folks? I think that's pretty shiny. Shiny enough.
Oh, the shiny.
Yeah. Happy with that. Beautiful.